Now we are stepping into something that every real data scientist deals with, that is data cleaning. And honestly, this is where most of the real work happens, because in the real world data is never clean. You will see missing values, duplicate entries, messy formatting, inconsistent data types. So before you do any analysis, you must clean your data. Now let's create another file. Okay, cleaning.py. Now let's copy these two lines, pandas and numpy, and paste here. Now I am going to create a dictionary. Here is my dictionary. This is actually messy data. In messy data we have order ID, we have duplicates value, we have none, we have empty strings like this, and we have none. Now let's fix those data and make it more readable or more organized. First of all, let's detect the missing value. So in order to detect missing value, let's call this function print df underscore. Actually I didn't create data frame messy data. Let me df underscore messy. In here is, if you hover over this, it will say what this function will do. It returns a boolean same size object indicating the values are NA, that means non-available value, such as, now let's use this function as well. Now again go to the terminal and run this command uv run 07 cleaning. Okay, here we got all those values. If it is false, it has data. If it is true, that means it is not available. Okay, here the customer name, here it is not available. We can actually count how many total missing values we have by using this is not available dot sum. Okay, then again run this. Here we have total missing values of 16. You can just count one by one, it will be 16. Like none, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. You can also check how many values are not missing by just writing this print now df underscore messy dot not unavailable. So let's see. Yeah, we got it. Total missing value, here it is. We have all the values. Which cell returns true, that means it has value. This NA means not available. Okay, let's create another variable. The variable name will be df no NA, then any is equal df underscore messy dot drop. Okay, by the name of this function you should understand what it is. It is actually drop rows with any missing value. How actually this drop NA work? It identifies rows containing none or none. Okay, let's try it out. Print. Yeah, now let's see. Each rows has one or more false value. This one has no false, therefore it is actually returning. Okay, this one, this index 0 is returning, and else all others rows has one or more than one false value, therefore those rows are not returning in here. Hope you understand. Let's add a new empty column. Okay, so let's do it. Let me just create a variable df underscore with actually empty row. I'm going to add empty row is equal, first of all I'm going to copy df underscore messi dot copy and below here I'm going to add a row. So for that I'm going to use loc df, okay, then 10, which is going to be the last row, and non, and this will be actually 8 times. So let me copy and paste it here, and let's print it out. Print df with empty rows dot tail 3. Actually I have to use a function lock, so it will add the row. Yeah, we got the last row with all the value none. Now I'm going to call the function again. Print df with empty row dot drop na, and in here I'm going to use how is equal all, comma, tail 3. Let's see. Okay, it has excluded. Now we are going to check if customer name has none or the product name has none, then we are going to drop that row. For that we are going to use df underscore subset fg not df subset drop is equal df messi dot drop na, and in here subset is equal customer name. We have customer name column actually, and product name. Let's try it again. Try it out again. Let me copy this and print. Here we'll get customer name and product name. Let's see. Yeah, we are getting only index 0, 2, 4, 6 and 7. Those doesn't have any non-value in customer and product name. Hope you understand. For now I'm just going to comment it out. Now we are going to do some filtering for the missing values. Okay, for that first of all we are going to work with field na. Okay, so let's do it. df underscore field order id df underscore field order id is equal df underscore messi dot field na. In here we need to pass a dictionary. Here order id is going to be 0 if it is none. Okay, so actually let me copy this and in here I'm going to paste it here, customer ID. Let me copy this and paste it here. Customer name, product name, in place of product name just let's make it order ID. Okay, now I've got this this order ID. This ID must be uppercase, so I made that mistake previously. Now I'm going to run this again. Here all the values that has none in order ID are getting 0 now, you see, and this is the customer. You can just match with them. Now we are going to fill multiple columns with different values. So let me just create, let me just copy and paste a dictionary for that. Here the order ID we are going to fill with 0 if it is none. Okay, the customer name will be unknown if it is none. Same goes for categories, but categories will be uncategorized if category is none. Shipping status, if shipping status is none, then it is going to be not specified. Here I have created a variable. In here I have called this fill NA, and here all the values, in values we are just passing dictionary, which is going to be replaced by hot, and here we are just getting all the values we had changed. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, it is looking great. The customer name is unknown when it is getting none. The category is getting uncategorized if category has none value, and the order ID is getting 0 if it is none, and shipping status not specified if shipping status is not specified. We have some duplicate values. For example, in product name we have some duplicate values like monitor. We have monitor here and monitor here as well. We have 2 mouse, we have 2 laptop. So we are going to just remove those duplicates. Let's find out all duplicated values, all duplicated rows. For that, let me just write this print multiplied by 40. Again, I'm going to create a variable. Duplicates is equal df underscore Messi in here. I'm again going to use df underscore Messi in here dot duplicated. Actually in here I have used subnet. In customer name and product name, which duplicate we have? Customer name we have 2 none and 2 John Smith. In product name we have 2 mouse and 2 keyboard. Those are actually duplicated entries. Now I'm going to drop all those duplicate values. So df underscore no duplicates is equal df underscore Messi dot drop duplicates. Let's see how it looks now. Print df no duplicates. Let's see. Now we are going to drop all the duplicates based on order ID. So df underscore unique orders is equal df underscore Messi, then drop duplicates. Subset is going to be order ID. We won't have any duplicate values. Now let's print it out. Instead of duplicates, let me copy this and paste it here. Let's see all the unique orders. Yeah, we have some unique orders from here to there. Okay, in order ID we don't have any duplicate values, all of them are unique. And remember one thing, here in order ID we have two none. Which none you want to keep? You want to keep the first one or the last one? If you want to keep the last one, then you should do like this. Keep last, and okay, the last one will be kept. Okay, this is the order ID, and this is the last one from the last element 1 2 3, the third last. Yeah, order ID 1 2 3, the third last. Okay, hope you understand. Now I'm going to clean this white space or empty string. Okay, so let's do it. For that I'm going to create a new variable. Before that, let me add a break line here, and here I'm going to df underscore cleaned is equal df underscore Messi dot copy. Okay, I'm going to copy everything from df underscore Messi. In here I need to do some cleaning. Df underscore cleaned, we have some empty strings in nodes, so let's work with this nodes column. notes, let me just replace it with df underscore cleaner. Actually not cleaner, this should be cleaned. df cleaned, df cleaned, then we can we will use nodes again. This will be square bracket, not curly braces. So here I'm going to use string dot strip. Okay, now let's see. Let me copy this and paste it here, but this time it would be df cleaned in here. Okay, let's see. Actually I'm using 07. Okay, now you see all the empty string has gone. Now it is not showing anything, rather it is showing, actually you should see before, print df underscore Messi. Let me just copy the same this here and cut it below here. This one before and this one is after. So let's see how it looks. This one after and this one is before. We can even replace empty string with a value. So let's do it. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Instead of a string, we are going to use replace. Let me just get rid of this string. This is not part of the string, so this is the empty string. We are going to replace with np numpy none. Let's see how it looks now. Let me copy this and paste this line here. Okay, let me see it. Yeah, we got all none when we got empty string in nodes. We can remove white space from column names as well. So let me just copy this. Let me just copy this and paste it below here. df underscore column underscore clean, df underscore columns dot clean dot columns is equal df column clean dot columns dot string dot strip. In here, after strip, we again going to call this str, then replace empty string with this dash. Okay, now let's print out print original columns, then comma, ORI. I always spell original wrong. And with here, let's print the list. This is type of list of any. This any will come from typing. And here df underscore Messi and Messi dot columns. Control D for multiple, Control D for duplicating, clean data, and let me copy this df column clean and paste it here in place of df Messi. Let's see. Again run uv run. Okay, this is the original columns. Actually I don't have any white space in any one of my columns, so therefore it is not showing any changes in here. Now again I'm going to copy the data with this df underscore dropped demo, and actually let's keep it, just keep it like this. And again I'm going to copy the data df underscore Messi dot copy. First of all we are going to drop a row with a index number. Okay, so let's do it. df drop rows is equal df underscore drop demo dot drop, and here we are going to pass the index number which is 3. Okay, here I'm printing renaming index labels. In here df drop rows index to list. Let's see. In the terminal just run this renaming index label 0, 1, 2, 3. There are no index with number of 3 which we have dropped earlier. In the same way we can drop multiple. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Instead of drop rows, let's make it multiple rows. Instead of passing just number 3, let's pass this and pass this list. And here I'm going to drop row number 1 and 2 as well. So let me just copy this and paste it below here again. And here let me just copy this and paste it here. Again save it and run the command. Here we are getting all the remaining indexes. Actually in here we don't have any index with number of 1 and 2. We can also drop columns as well. To do that, df underscore no nodes. Actually we won't have any nodes column in our data frame. So to do that, df underscore Messi dot, again we are going to call this drop function, and we are going to specify the column names nodes, and axis is equal, axis is equal 1. Now let's print columns after dropping nodes will look like this. This is actually a f string, so let me just put f before the string, and in here it will be a list. It is type of any. So again df underscore no nodes, then columns and columns. Let me print it out. Here we are getting all the columns: order ID, customer name, product name, category, quantity, unit price, and shipping status. There are no column with name of nodes. Now again we can drop multiple columns as well. To do that we need to do df underscore columns dropped is equal df underscore messy dot drop. In here we need to pass columns and we need to pass and list. Inside this list we'll put nodes and category. Again let me just copy this and paste it below here, and once again run it. We shouldn't have any category and nodes as well. We have order ID, customer ID. Actually we have category. Let me just make it sure why it is not working. Actually we need to use this in here, and again let me run this, and we shouldn't have any category and nodes in here.